Hello and welcome to the 9 p.m. daily quiz. I hope all of you are doing good. I welcome you back to this session where we discuss important questions regarding current affairs from the Hindu newspaper, the Indian Express, PIB, Down to Earth and many other sources at 9 p.m. every single day. The best way to attempt this, as I've said earlier as well, would be to look at the question, pause the screen and then think about the answer and then check if you were correct or not. In the comment section, do let me know how many you did correct. If you're new here, do hit the subscribe and the like button as well. Also reminding you, if you are thinking of a backup plan and you have already made plans to appear for the UPSC Prelims also, the Uttar Pradesh Public Service Examination, I made your job easier by introducing a test series for that. It has hundreds of tests, over 320 tests to be exact, including UP specific questions and other questions that are asked in the UPPCS. All that you have to do is download my app from the Google Play Store and you can avail this pack of test series. The name of my app is Harshmeet Study Circle. I'm also giving the link to download the app in the description of the video. Do check that out. Let's begin with the first question. Consider the following statements with regards to the UWin portal. Number 1. It aims to maintain an electronic registry of routine immunizations. Second, currently UWin is in pilot mode across all states and union territories except for West Bengal. Third, it captures every vaccination event for pregnant women and children under Universal Immunization Program. And fourth, it will ensure timely administration of vaccine doses by digitally recording every vaccination event under the program among all pregnant women and children aged 0 to 5 years of age. Now it has 4 statements, so the level of the question gets increased by one more level. Let's read this carefully. First, it is aimed to maintain online registry of your immunization. That is absolutely true. Fourth is also related to it is correct, because with online registry it will be difficult to miss out on your next vaccination round. That is why it is important. Second is also correct. Yes, the pilot project is going on in all the states and unities except for West Bengal. There are some issues between West Bengal and the center government. Because of that, a lot of government schemes from the center government don't quite run well in West Bengal. This pilot project also is not being run in West Bengal, at least for now. Third is also correct. The idea is to capture all the immunization programs, immunization events, that is vaccination, to pregnant women and to children from 0 to 5. The answer here is D. All the 4 here are absolutely correct. There is an article in the Indian Express newspaper today about a digital vaccine card for every child, which will be on the UWin portal. All the details are given right here. Question number 2. Consider the following statements with regards to the governor of the states in India. Number 1. In most cases, governor of the state is the ex officio chancellor of the universities in that state. Second, original intent of making governors the office of the chancellor and vesting some statutory powers was to insulate the universities from political influence so that political parties, political leaders don't capture the universities. Third, while as chancellors, he functions with the aid and advice of the Council of Ministers. As a chancellor, he acts independently of the Council of Ministers and takes his own decisions on all university matters. Now think of this carefully. If you look at this carefully, second and third statements are contrary to each other, meaning that if the second is true, then third also has to be true. If the second statement is that it was done so that there was no political pressure, third obviously has to be true, because if the governor has to listen to advice of his ministers only, then there's political pressure. So if you have to really insulate universities from political pressure, you have to make governor independent while taking decisions with regards to universities. So second and third both are correct, and the first statement is also correct. In most of the cases, it is the governor that is considered the chancellor of the state universities. This, although, has come under a lot of debate. Many state governments now don't want that, because state governments think that the governor is not working independently. The state governments believe that the governor is taking instructions from the central government. West Bengal, Kerala, Tamil Nadu, now Punjab, all of these have spoken up against the role of governor as the chancellor of the state universities. Punjab government passed a bill for this regard. They sent it to the president for her consideration, but the president did not give the approval. That is why this is in the news. Next is question number 3. Which of the following is not correct regarding India's informal sector? Number 1. Informal sector accounts for almost half of India's economic output and more than 3/4 of employment. Second, Informal sector registered a gradual decrease in employment since 2015-16. Third, as per periodic labor force survey 2022-23, the share of persons employed in agriculture went down as compared to 2017-18, or none of the above. You have to tell which of these is not correct. This is a heavy data and fact based question. These kind of questions are difficult because it's not easy to remember all this data. First is correct. Informal sector makes up about half of India's economic output, 3/4 of employment. Second is also correct, while the third statement is wrong. As per the report of the periodic labor force survey, share of people employed in agriculture actually went up in 22-23 as compared to 2017-18. That is why the answer here will be C. All the others are correct. The C, that is the third one, is wrong because the number of people employed in agriculture have gone up. In fact, this is a very important fact and data filled article in the Indian Express newspaper today about India's informal sector, about the growth of informal sector, how many people are employed, what has been the trend in the past few years. Next, question number 4. Which of the following statement is not true? First, 2 of the world's 5 largest coal mines are in India. Chhattisgarh based Gewra coal mine is the world's largest coal mine. Kusumunda coal mine in Chhattisgarh is the world's 4th largest coal mine, or none of the above. Which of these is not true? The correct answer here is B. Second is wrong because a Gewra coal mine is the world's 2nd largest coal mine and not the world's largest. The first statement is correct. Now India is home to 2 of the 5 largest coal mines in the world. 2nd and the 4th are in India. In the comment section, tell me which is the largest coal mine in the entire world. If the 2nd and the 4th one in India, where exactly is the largest one and what is the name of that coal mine? We have taken this question from PIB. In the PIB, you have seen today there is a news story about how 2 of the world's 5 largest coal mines are now in India. Both of these are in Chhattisgarh. Next, question number 5. Consider the following statements with regards to Niti Aayog. Number 1. The Aayog prepares Sustainable Development Goals India Index. Second, Niti Aayog replaced the Planning Commission in Jan 2015. And third, Niti Aayog's activities can be divided into 4 main heads: policy and program framework, cooperation and comparative federalism, monitoring and evaluation, and think tank activities, and fourth, knowledge creation and innovation hub. This, I would say, is the easiest question of the entire test today, the 5th one, where you have to just know about Niti Aayog. All of this is absolutely correct. There's a detailed article in the Hindu newspaper rather today about the reconstitution of Niti Aayog. As you know, Niti Aayog amongst its members have some cabinet ministers as well. Now that the new government has been formed, new cabinet ministers have been appointed in the Niti Aayog. That is why this topic is in the news. The answer is C. All these 3 are absolutely correct. This is the article in the Hindu newspaper today about Niti Aayog and its policy making. I do recommend you to read it. We'll end this session today with an important quote that you can use in ethics and in essay paper. This is a quote regarding women. You educate a man, you educate a man. You educate a woman, you educate an entire generation. It's a very, very important quote. This can be used regarding the significance of education amongst women and why the governments should give a push to education amongst women. This was our session for the day. Do hit the subscribe and the like button if you have not done so till now. Thank you so much for joining in. Bye-bye. Jai Hind.